Brought to you by Penguin.
A Different Kind of Happy, written and read by Rachaele Hambleton. Betsy, Seb, Lula, Isaac, Edie and Wilby. Watching you grow, each with completely different personalities, goals and dreams, but at the same time showing loyalty, support and love to one another, especially when times are tough, makes me see that I got something in life right. Thank you for teaching me new things every day. I adore all of you. Joshua, for being such a huge part of who those 6 tiny beautiful humans are, and the biggest reason that I love you so much. You work so hard in your own career, yet support mine constantly, making me achieve things that would be impossible without you by my side. Thank you for making me feel a love I never knew existed before you. I will never take for granted what we've created. To the 8 of us. This is a work of fiction. Names and characters are the product of the author's imagination, and any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. Prologue. The X. I'd just started writing my book this morning when I heard them pull up. I peer out of the window before heading downstairs. It's grey out, the sky looks depressed, and I sense the rain is going to start any second and not stop for the day. I see he's got another new car. Oh, he's gone for an Audi this time. Brand new, black, small and sporty, 3-door. A perfect car for a 40-year-old father of 3 children. Dick. The boot opens automatically, and he ushers the kids to pick up the handfuls of shopping bags, which are no doubt full of clothes and toys that he's treated them to. Total dick. I see Belle grab 3 small paper bags from Mac and 1 huge one from Hollister, while Rex is laden with oversized bags from JD Sports and Game that he can hardly lift. Art isn't moving. He isn't collecting his bags, no matter how hard his dad is trying to persuade him. He stood as still as a statue, leaning against the car with his head aimed down at the pavement. He's going to lose it. I can't even see his face, but I can just tell from his body language. Here we go again. I rush down the stairs, and as I get to the front door, it swings open and Belle flies in past me. He is such a dick, she bellows as she storms up to her room with her headphones in, slamming the door behind her. Rex follows. He tilts his head to the side as soon as he sees me, beams at me with his beautiful smile, showing his huge dimple in his left cheek. That boy, he instantly makes me melt whenever I see him. He says, "Hey, Mum." Then he looks back, waves bye to his dad, turns back to me and whispers, "Art's about to lose it," in a small voice that reminds me that he's still such a baby. He then drops his bags and walks straight past me into the kitchen, and I can already hear him rummaging in the fridge. I look round for a jacket to put on, but everything is now packed in boxes, including my coat. I spot one of Jamie's old jackets on top of the stack of boxes that are waiting to be collected by the removal firm and quickly wrap it round me before going out to retrieve my heartbroken son. I'd hoped Jamie would be back before Mark turned up with the kids. He's so much calmer and more rational at dealing with Mark than I am. It's so typical that while he's gone out to grab us some lunch, this moron decides to turn up. "Hey, buddy," I say to Art as I shut the front gate behind me and try to calm him down. By this point he's crying, repeatedly saying to his dad, "But you always do this." My head is telling me to bite my tongue, even when faced with my upset child. It's weird, I think to myself. I know immediately what each cry that one of my children makes means. It's our job as mums, isn't it? To immediately recognise whether your child is crying because they're in pain, crying in temper, anger or frustration, or whether it's a cry of genuine upset where their hearts are physically hurting. Right then, Art sounded like he was angry crying. I can hear his frustration, but both of these feelings are totally justified, and they come from the knowledge that his dad is yet again abandoning and rejecting him. The same old shit is flowing out of his mouth. "Arthur, mate, I have to work. I promise, I will make it up to you. I've bought you that new limited edition game for your Xbox, and Sophie's sorting your subscription as we speak so you can go online and play with your mates." Bite your tongue, Joe, I repeat, like a mantra in my head. I try to intervene and do what I've done for the past 5 years, where I try to convince Art that his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?